Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We are seeing clear skies out there this morning as we do have another unseasonably warm day ahead of us today before we see a transition to some cooler temperatures as well as some precip chances that will move into the area as we get later into the evening. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have a boundary off to the northwest that's going to slowly start to push through the area starting this evening and then bring with it slight chance of a few showers around this evening, and then as that boundary kind of lingers just off to the southeast, could see an area of low pressure developing along that, keeping chances of rain in the forecast as we go through today, tomorrow as well. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning sounding, we generally have west-southwesterly winds through the entire column, seeing those winds 20 to 30 knots in the low levels, 30 to 45 knots in the mid-levels, seeing our peak winds in the upper levels with a peak wind of 66 knots at 25,000 feet. And the freezing level today is at 14,600 feet. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see plenty of cloud material off to the northwest with that boundary up in that area. But locally here, seeing those clear skies with temperatures rising into the upper 60s already. We look at the short-term high-resolution model for the next couple of days. To her here again, expecting dry conditions as we move through today. We'll see a slightly breezy southwesterly wind through much of the day today. It's going to allow things to warm up quite nicely. And then as we get into the evening hours, we'll see this boundary start to push through. We'll see a quick shift in the winds out of the northwest, and temperatures will start to drop with some cooler air pushing in behind the boundary. In addition, we see a chance of a few of those showers along the boundary as it pushes through. And as it pushes through the area, it should take with it most of the rain chances, but can't rule out a slight chance of a lingering shower through the area as we go through the morning hours into Tuesday and into the first part of Tuesday. And then as we go into the later part of Tuesday, we could see an area of low pressure trying to develop off the coast along the boundary, and that potentially could enhance some rain chances as we get later in the day and into the evening time frame. And then as we go through the overnight time frame into Wednesday morning, the area of low pressure should start to pull away, and with it we'll see those rain chances pulling away as well, and a general clearing trend as we go into Wednesday. So if we zoom out here looking at Wednesday, we see that area of low pressure off the coast starts to move out of the area. Behind it, we'll see a breezy day for Wednesday as high pressure begins to build into the area. We keep that gradient pretty tight for our Wednesday, and then that starts to relax a bit as the high pressure builds over the region. For the remainder of the week, we'll see fairly dry and somewhat seasonable conditions, a little cooler until we get to the end of the week where we'll see a return to average or above average temperatures, but overall quiet weather will return over the extended forecast through the weekend time frame. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, starting off with green conditions this morning, we'll see those winds again pick up out of the southwest at 9 to 14 knots, seeing those peak winds up to 20 knots as we get into the afternoon time frame. We'll see those temperatures warming up to around 79 degrees for this afternoon. And as we go into the evening with that boundary pushing through, that's when we'll likely see our peak winds out of the northwest 10 to 15 knots, gusting up to 25 knots. So we do pick up an orange risk for winds that are above 25 knots. With those stronger winds along the boundary, and then we should see that start to relax as the boundary pushes through, and we drop down to a yellow risk past midnight and then back to green to start the day on Tuesday. But we'll see those temperatures dropping behind the front as well, with the temperatures cooling down, expecting a low around 49 degrees. And as we pass that 2000 time frame, we'll start to pick up those rain chances again. The best chance will be right along the boundary, and then we continue with a slight chance after 2 a.m. of some lingering showers in the area. And right now, the tides are running a half a foot above normal. If we look at the next couple of days, again, Tuesday, mostly cloudy, overcast day, and a cooler day with a high just around 53, so quite the difference of what we'll see today. But we'll keep that chance of some light rain around during the daytime, and then as we get towards the second part of the day, see a better chance of light and possibly even some moderate rain into the area by late afternoon. So we do have the orange chance for precip and then a yellow chance for those reduced sealants and visibilities. Those chances continue into Tuesday night, again mainly early on, and then we'll see those rain chances diminish overnight, becoming mostly to partly cloudy as we start today on Wednesday with just a slight breeze and chilly conditions with a low around 40 degrees. Then Wednesday looks to be fairly quiet with the exception of the yellow risk of seeing some winds at or above 25 knots. Do expect a breezy day for Wednesday with cooler conditions, a high around 54, and overall just a partly cloudy day. If we look at the extended forecast here as we go into Thursday, another cooler day, but mostly sunny conditions. We'll see our high around 55 degrees and our low around 37 degrees. We get back to more seasonable temperatures for Friday with mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions, low around 40 and a high around 62. And as we go into the weekend, we're back to slightly above average temperatures with partly cloudy conditions through the weekend. We'll see those high temperatures in the upper 60s and our low temperatures in the upper 40s, low 50s for the weekend. And we pick up potentially a slightly breezy conditions as we get into our Sunday. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.